Welcome to Long Story Short. This is episode 105.5 because I decided to number it a half episode since we're
Mhm.
not going over books and we're just talking about our pickups. But this is a special episode, not only because we have Rob back on the panel with us, but because it's our 2024 best pickups.
Yeah, long time listener, first time showstopper.
Yeah, you were selling some of your earliest episodes, man. Come on, don't say
What are you
that.
talking
Yeah.
about? It should be like long time co-host.
Yeah,
First time shower upper in 2025.
right.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking this for granted because when you're a parent, a different set of rules come into play. So my favorite pickup of the year, even though it took 2 years to get to me, was you know, Trill League. It was a Kickstarter.
Oh.
This is the second edition. He did reprint that first one. On the back, he does have that second edition on there.
Nice.
But then he came out with volume 2. This is what the Kickstarter was all about. Then he put out the art book.
Oh wait, real quick
Again.
before we start, I do want to thank our sponsors real quick for allowing us to do the show and all that.
Protocol.
Yeah, so big shout out to Cover Price. So make sure you're using the code Nirvana 14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. Make sure you're following Bird City Comics as well. Check out their website, sign up for their text line. On their website, you can get a 10% discount by using the code Nirvana. And it's super exciting for them because they just opened a brick and mortar store. So
I got to get out there and check that. You got to go check that out at some point. And in 2025, DeVoe is definitely getting on the show. Come hell or high water. So Matt, if you're watching, man, holding you to that. It's come close on a number of occasions. He never got on last year, right? We came close a few times.
We're really close at the very end of the year. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump on tonight," and then plans changed. Like at the very last,
he had to do something with his kids too, man. Like he was going to be on one of our most recent shows, and then he said, "I got stuck on dinner duty." So we get it. We get it, man.
Was it our best covers of 2024 show?
It might have been. It might have been our year in review show. I think it was the year in review show that we did. So, anyways, we're gonna get him on. He may be in the audience, but if you guys aren't watching the Cover Price shows, you're missing out. The Shaker show is fantastic. The Friday night show that him and John do is fantastic. So make sure you're checking out Cover Price. I mean, and if you're not using their service, I mean, give it a shot. It's real. I mean, I'm on there multiple times every single day. So fantastic service.
Yeah. Shout out Matt DeVoe. Congrats, Laura and Ant for the brick and mortar. I saw the pictures. It looked amazing. If I'm ever in Phoenix, I'll definitely go check it out.
Yeah, so their seller on eBay Live was like selling from their store earlier today, and then they're like, "Do you have any requests for books?" I was like, "Tour of the store."
Yeah,
I mean, so my plan this year for 2025 is definitely to go back to San Diego Comic-Con, and I might even squeeze do the road trip with Brian again too as well, but to spend extra couple of days before or after and spend time in Arizona and meet up with all the people I know from podcasting, hang out with Bird City, check out their store, do all that.
Definitely.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, man. I'm gonna have to meet you guys out there and then bum a ride to San Diego. So that's
most definitely. Yeah, you should definitely jump on that train. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think 3 people in the car is just enough because we had so much stuff on the way back. It took up the 4th seat or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm sure if Dennis plans to do the same trip again too.
Nice.
Oh, Chucky Valdez is saying come out to Arizona. He knows all the good spots.
And we got Lucy in the chat.
Yep.
What's up, Lucy? How are you? Happy New Year.
Hey, feel free to jump on since you have the link and if you have anything to show off. But let us get to the show and start off with Rob and see what he's picked up for the year.
Yeah. Well, I didn't share this with anybody on the panel yet, but we have a giveaway.
Oh shit!
A giveaway.
Pencil sketch of magic, as
Ooh,
Brian would say.
damn.
Oh man. Okay. Do you want to give it away to the live chat right now, or to people that leave comments? I'll leave it up to you since it's your giveaway.
Let's leave it to the comments because some people catch this on the rewind, so we'll do that.
Okay. So after this stream ends,
We'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah. So we'll figure out the what the key phrase is or whatever, or
Damn,
if it's just
that's
any
nice, man.
It's up to you. But I will get a giveaway start date for the live stream. So I think I have a book or two I can give away or something.
Right. And well, back to the trilogy thing, this is something I waited for years because he went on hiatus because this is optioned to be on BET as an animated series. He said they were approved for 2 seasons. This is the project that 50 Cent backed. Even though it's a spoof off of Justice League, but it's his own spin on the characters with a Black culture feel. And, all 3 of the books came in part of that. I got a poster.
How long was that held up for? 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
How long?
But he was right.
2 years was that held up for? Like I remember when that thing was
2.5.
2.5. Wow.
Yeah, some people backed out. He still sent out to those that backed it, but he kind of just gave them one of each. But this is I have a signed set too, but he gave us these, and I have a sticker of both, and then I got a poster with it as well. So that was my one big one. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I stayed on deck for that one. And then my second book that I absolutely love, but Aaron recognizes these.
Oh yeah, I definitely picked up those.
Yeah, but then in my frantic finding, I ended up getting the stickers too.
Ooh.
Nice.
I came across those on eBay. That people are asking a big ticket for those too on eBay right now.
Yeah,
it's starting to blow up.
Yeah, Reek. I follow him on Discord, and he was saying that a couple people came to him and got 10 copies for whatever price it was, and he said be careful of price gouging. So let's find some people willing to work with you to kind of get those. But honestly though, I'm not exactly out of the variant game, but I actually started getting into. Well, I've always been on original art for people that know me. So I have to talk about this guy.
Ooh.
Crimson Viper. This was done by a Mexican artist. His name is Ace Core 2K, and he has an anime feel, but he's definitely an artist in collectibles. This is the one book. This is his first sketchbook commission ever. He told me that with his own words. And I came to him with this idea because he was digital at first, but he went back to traditional. He said because of me, but I was like, I can't take credit for that. This is all you. So in this case, he did Crimson Viper in a swimsuit. My idea, hair out. And then the other half of that is he did me and my crazy ideas. I had Symbiote and Street Fighter on the mind, and I did a venomized Akuma. Now this one actually went viral for him. He got 17,000 likes, and people speculated oh, Akuma would never bond with the symbiote. But you can't tell me that doesn't look.
That's badass, man.
Oh, that's it.
Right. Yeah.
So when you repost it, does that go viral?
I'm like this at this point. It's I have the original, so I'm not even worried. So whatever you see that picture at, just know that I have it. And then the other half of it, he said he wanted to continue that series. So I got a jury with the symbiote as well. And have her fighting with Venom over the lollipop that's in her mouth. I thought that was kind of a funny thing to had the Ed Hardy.
Hey, has he ever done an official Street Fighter cover for? I mean, he's got the style down perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what drew me to him. So that was kind of. It's one of those things where it's Everybody can't afford Stell Freeze, Jigsaw Campbell, you know, Gabriel Delgado. Everybody can't afford them, but I went down that path of finding artists that are up and coming or a semi-algorithm. Go ahead.
I will say Steel Freeze is actually for a name as big as he is, his
He's
price
still
is
affordable.
actually it's still reasonable. Like
Right.
I would say it's on the low end of the starting on the high end of buying like commissions and all that. So
Right.
like for as long as he's been in the industry, like it's still a semi reasonable price. So
Yeah, for him, definitely.
Yes, but also be aware his commissions lists do fill up like
Sure. Yeah.
like it's like instant. So if you see him gonna show up at a convention that you're gonna be at, message his Instagram, whatever social media you use, like Twitter.
I got his handler.
Yeah.
I got his handler's IG, so I'm already on him. He's on my list. But Ace Core, he being that I was his first physical commission, he gave me these little sketch cards. Now these were black and white, uncolored when he gave them to me. But you know, I am an art major, and I actually colored these myself.
Oh that's wow! Awesome. You did those? No shit! Wow.
Yeah, I colored it, and then he gave me the Chun-Li as well.
Oh, nice.
And then, you know, I did the little.
Dude, that's well done, man.
How fun is it? How fun is it to like color in like an artist sketch?
It's actually nerve-wracking because you're worried about messing up your investment. but for me, it's one of those things where it's like I practice so much outside of just doing these that I'm actually going to skip ahead. I did this one. Now this one had an all-white background, nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the brick walls. It looked real. I did the bullet holes, the brick chipping off, and all that. The air brushes on the
time does that take you to do that?
This one, taking breaks, about 4 days because it's like I did layers. Yeah. So I mean, I just kind of hated the fact that there was no background to it, and I left his signature like untouched. I didn't want to touch it, but I went. But everything behind it.
Did you add the tags? Did you add the tags?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
that's all me. Everything around them was all me.
Damn, well done, man.
And follow-up question. So what is your tag name if we do see your like train cars go by and stuff like that, or your throw-ups?
My artist name is Skills. So it's with a Z, one Z. I do that, but I hide it in the art. Like I would have it in some of the bricks, or this one I didn't do it at all because it's not going anywhere. But if you see it, I'll always have an Easter egg where I put it. But then to round out the last one of the Ace Core, I had Bishop done. It's not a sought-after character, but you know, you kind of chomped at the bit to do it. Futuristic gun. I went for the 97 haircut. So wow. I never was a fan. The mullet was kind of cheesy. I was like, I like this a lot more.
That's really well done, man.
Yeah. And believe it or not, these were actually, you know, very, very affordable. He wasn't over the top. I mean, his price went up now, but he's giving me the first time buyer's discount, so I didn't pay a crap load for it. Now, this is probably my favorite one, next to favorite one of the year. This was done by Eric Chen. Wajik. He's a part of Art Dreams crew. And I've been friends with him online since 2016. And he's been killing covers. And this was one that he did for me beginning of the year. Storm has an airbrush feel, and he knocked this one out of the park.
Man, I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking up like a Derek Chu commission. Like I've seen him at like 2 conventions since like Nerdcrawler like kind of exploded, and I feel like this next season, if he shows up to any of the cons I go to, his prices have probably like gone up.
He's exploded, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like his price for his like a comic commission cover was like $200.
Mm-hmm.
I expect that to be like $500 now, like going to a convention or whatever.
Yeah.
Or instantly, it's instantly filling up like just as fast as anyone else now.
Yeah, like his list is just as short as like Stealth Free's art journey. Like he has a list of maybe like 12, and he said every hour he'll open up 3 or 4 more slots. I heard that rotating clock of him saying I have to keep. I don't want it to be the first come first serve, but I want to make sure that people come later have a shot at getting one. Mm-hmm. So he kind of does it like a slow roulette style, and then now this one, for those that's familiar with Omar Dugan, this is Kimberly. This is the first time he's ever, not the first time, because this is the second time he's drawn Kimberly in his style. But the first one was a little sketch card by me, and this is the Kimberly that he did for me.
Did he color that whole thing?
Yeah, he did this. This is all him. Trust me, I would take credit if it was me. I would be like, yeah, I did the background on that one.
That's really well done.
Yeah, so I love the fact that he gave her a different scarf from before, and then the big one. You got backup for this one. Now this is done by a Brazilian artist, Felipe Barbosa, and this is all oil on heavy stock paper.
Wow.
Symbiote.
Oh no shit, that's Barbosa. I've got hold on one second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
So you said that's oil on like a heavy cardstock?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that with oil paints.
Yeah. I actually asked him, I was like, are you using oil pastel crayon or something? Because I would have thought this thing would have been crumbled up, but as you can see, it's nice and flat. I have it in my little portfolio, but this is my favorite. He added the head afterwards because this wasn't here at first. He added this licking her, and now her peeling it off. But I was cool. Like, yeah.
Well, because I know when you paint oil paints on canvas and stuff like that, it takes years to dry. Like,
yeah,
because they've even discovered like someone like Van Gogh, right? Like that he has so many layers of paint
that you could peel it off if you wanted to. Like you can go up and just.
Well, not only that, but there's still layers within that are still drying.
Still wet. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. So Barbosa did this. So the guy who runs Mad Love, he asked me for a Gwenpool idea. So I sort of kicked around this idea of her just kind of chilling on the couch with her stuff, reading comics. And he did this, and he sent it to me for free.
Oh, crazy!
All oil painted.
That's awesome.
Believe it or not, I think we kind of discovered him at the same time because he was on my feed already from a previous thing he did. But then it was like when he showed the She-Hulk, and I was like, wait, I need that. And then, like I said, I saw it without the Venom on it, and I got it like that. But then, the last but not least, I got this done too. She-Hulk in a different light.
Nice.
And so you can see this year was kind of a heavy original art style, but
that's not a cheap hobby, man. Even if you're getting good deals, it's not a.
This was $43.
Oh wow.
11 by 17. $40.
That's wild. Hey, on that Venom She-Hulk, was that paper primed?
It was not. I tried. I was feeling around it because I was like, I'm thinking like maybe he sprayed it with something first, but no, it's literally 90-pound stock paper.
Wow.
I want to say it's Bristol.
That's
because I don't feel a heavy stock, and like I said, it's still very flexible. So. Jeez. I thought it would have been crispy and crunchy and I could scratch it off, but no, can't wait to get this bad boy framed.
That thing's beautiful, man.
Well, I mean, he's probably definitely using like, I would guess like very light layers of paint, right? And then it definitely has probably like a ton of linseed oil and then paint thinner just to apply the paint onto that kind of paper. Is what I'm assuming, because I used to do oil paints on canvas, and it's not an easy task. Like most people will give up like if they try to use oil.
Even with my expertise in oil painting, even for me, it was like, is this still dry? And next you know, it's still on my finger, and I'm like, so
because I did a point in college, I did a pointillism painting, dude, and mine was 16 by 20.
Mine was 20 by 28. That was our final exam. I had to do that same thing.
Yeah, so and this was only my painting. Like this is my undergrad painting 1 class, and I had already been using oil paints already, just kind of on my own. So I was like, kind of like, okay, well, I already have some of the supplies. Let me just continue on with this, and then my teacher was like, all right, pick a like an impressionist or post-impressionist painter, recreate one of their paintings, and then it needs to be at least this size on canvas. And I was like, and then he suggested to me, it's like, oh, you should work on this one. I was like, okay. And then I didn't realize how small his dots were, and then I cheated and used bigger dots on it, and it still fucking took forever. Like,
right. Now I will say this. Now this one, I'm holding this one up. This wasn't a part of my top 10. I had it because it was behind another one. But this is oil pastel crayon. Now, as you can see, the parallels between the two, and this is thinner paper. You can kind of see how vibrant it is compared to the She-Hulk. Like you can see the blemishes, you can see the smearing. So there's definitely some quality art materials out there to consider oil. But I was like, but I've seen him work on this with the paintbrush himself. So there's definitely a true vibrancy to the oil pastels versus the traditional oil painting.
Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Congrats.
So,
those are sweet.
Yeah. Believe it or not, that is actually up on eBay. I'll just throw that out there. X23. That was kind of thrown in with the deal for this one.
Uh-oh. You might have a buyer for the X23. I know.
Yeah, Bruce, if Bruce is in the chat, watch out. He's
right there.
Hey, I'm always in the mood for making space, Bruce. You know where to find me.
You want to go ahead and say your eBay handle? Or
Rob's Comics 81, same. I kind of changed it over, so it's kind of unison. Someone find me, they'll see on eBay, they'll see my logo. So my marketing brands across the board.
I did the exact same thing when I found out you could change your eBay name. Like I was like, kind of like, I'm gonna make it my Instagram. I'm gonna make it my whatnot. Like whatever. Like it's you can find me. I don't have anything to hide. So
right. But this bad boy here, this is mine to stay. This is my last one. Kimberly and the all 3 costume, full of colors and highlighters.
Oh wow, I love that background too.
Is her butt out?
Yep, that's a part of her costume, buddy. Mama.
Distractions, man.
Yeah, exactly, and that's it for me.
All right,
man. Very nice. Very, very nice.
So as we're deciding who's going to go next, I have a couple other things I'd like to talk about real quick. She-Geek from the Comic Book Women crew. She picked up this year. She couldn't make it today because she's sick. So this is her hack / of Oz, the Jenny Prison cover, which to my understanding, this is her first cover, but second published cover.
No, it's her first pub. What's the way it goes? The second published, but her first work.
Right.
Yes.
It's the first time she was asked to do something, but the Voltron
was released first, but it was. I mean, I guess it's her second professional work, right?
It made it to print before the other. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, she now has the complete set of Jenny Frizen's first.
Oh wow!
Like it's because I know she picked up the Lady Voltron, I think like last year or something like that. All right, and then the other thing I want to talk about real quick is let me close this window. Okay, is Sozo Maika, she's having a Kickstarter for medical emergencies. She's really close to her goal of the 16K. She's at 14,201. It was like at 13,000 earlier. I saw. The link for her GoFundMe is in the description of the show. So if you have some extra money to give away, to donate to an artist that needs the support, because it's one of those industries where
Not covered.
yeah, it's an artist, right? So she doesn't have probably traditional healthcare provided by Marvel or DC or anything like that. So she's contracted to do work for them. So that's also why we have the was it the Comic Fund? I forgot what it's called. The Hero Initiative, right? Heroes Initiative that's set up for retirement funds and stuff like that. So help out if you can. So big shout out to her, because I know she's done some stunning work, and so we got to give her the support that she needs.
She has been on fire, honestly, since she broke.
What happened to Sozo? It says, I believe in here. Let me read real quick. She was just hospitalized before New Year's Eve without giving too many personal details. After intense pain and checking herself into the ER, it was found that some of her internal organs had started to rupture during a time she had already been fighting the flu. So she was given supportive emergency fluids and was in the hospital for over 12 hours. Over the last few days, it's been incredibly hard for her to have enough energy to keep down any water or food, let alone chip away at any work. To make matters worse, she just relocated, and not yet found a permanent living space. And I believe she's out in California, so that's not exactly the easiest thing to do overnight. So,
it's a tough industry, but yeah, prayers out for Sozo Maika, because she gave me a personalized signature on books with Drew over at Wanted Comics. Shout out Drew. He hooked me up with one of the art books that she put out with her signature on it, and she personally signed it out to me. So definitely praying for you to get better.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys can do. I mean, I know times are tough for everybody, but
I think on one of the mini podcasts I'm on, one of the listeners actually sent me the Sozo Maika art book, and then I ended up using it, I think, as a giveaway for Spec Media.
To
help him, or once he got to the 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, so that went out. Yeah.
I mean, her art books are awesome, and that silver foil one that she had was like a disco ball. That thing was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Then she had some metal ones too. So,
all right. So who's up next?
I can go, I guess. I was going to limit myself to 10, and then I started pulling books, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm way over 10.
I did the same thing.
I'm just showing this one now because Rob was dropping the OA. So I technically bought this the last day of last year, but I didn't get it till January this year, so I think it still applies. This is a Gwenpool sketch cover by Ro Yashima.
I remember tagging you on it, and you were like, "I got it all. It's already mine." I was like, "Oh, you lucky rat."
When he posted it, I'm like, "Can I buy that?" And he's like, "You want it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I paid asking price, but just perfectly done.
He's a beast. The stuff he's put out, like Ink Collectibles has a string of artists now that they're doing full covers front and back. Like the Magic one they did, like Guardtail.
His wraparound covers are most of what I've seen puts out are these wraparounds, which are just. I told Ann and Laura to you should hit him up for like a wraparound. I think if you find the right character, I think it would do really well. But yeah, so that was technically the transaction was closed in 2023, but I didn't receive it until 2024. So I'm saying it.
Right.
I'm gonna tilt this one. I'm getting a pretty bad glare. Speaking of Sozo Maika, this is one of her Kickstarters from back in the day. This was only limited to 15 copies. It was a foil, but
Nice.
super tough book to find. I'd been looking for this book for years. Found it at Terrificon in Connecticut. This is a 1 in 25 Die Kitty Die #1. Stein is the only person I knew who had one. Although I think JC or somebody in the chat has one of them.
Your name has to be Ben to find it in the wild. Is what it really is.
This was a con that they wouldn't even let me into it. Like I snuck my way in, and when I
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had like an hour.
Yeah, because you like didn't have a pass and you didn't buy it online.
And they wouldn't let me buy one. It was too late, and it was a big shit show. But Frank Cho, I've been wanting this book forever. I finally pulled the trigger on it this year. But one of my very favorite Frank Cho covers. Some negative space stuff going on, but yeah, perfect. I had a pretty good year digging this year. And this is another con that I went to that was largely disappointing, but I've been looking for this thing forever. Bruce Timm, Luke Cage, just I want to find one. I want to find one of those too. One of my favorites, $30, right? I was like, oh hell yeah! So
that's crazy. Like the only
this
person
is a seller. This is a seller who has shit is either way overpriced or way underpriced. There's like nothing in between.
So that book was that was at that convention, and it was still there, and you got there
this
late.
was a different one. Although the guy I bought it from was at that convention. Now this was Fan Expo in Boston. Which sucks. Like there's hardly any comic dealers there, but I decided every year I say I'm not going, but I decided to go, and that was in his variant then.
Typically, you got dealers that will before the show even starts that'll raid other dealers, right?
Yeah,
that should have been snapped up.
Yeah, well, when it stopped me in my tracks when I was digging through it, I'm like, kind of, that feeling you get that cold sweat, like somebody watching me. And I think he had 50 on it. I think I got it for 40, not 30. So whatever it was, I was pretty happy with it.
Hell yeah.
Do y'all think that still happens at those bigger conventions that there's not as many comic dealers at? Like, because I mean, like I got to see it firsthand happen at Baltimore, right? But then like something big as like decently sized as or mixed media, I guess I should say, as like Fan Expo, do you think that happens as much?
I don't know, man. There was like 6 dealers at this. The thing was enormous, but there were like 6 comic dealers in the whole freaking thing. Like everything,
right? Versus like a smaller con when you have like 50 just comic dealers, right?
Yeah, I think you're more likely to see it at a show like that than Fan Expo. And like I said, I'm not going this year. It's like $60 to get in. I'm not going.
See, I say that every year about Dallas too. And the only reason why I didn't go this last year was because I was already going to San Diego, and it was like within the same month. And I was like, yeah, I'm not spending money I've been saving like pretty much all year to go to San Diego to spend it in Dallas.
Yeah, I just ended up going because like my son and his buddy wanted to go, so I just took him. But anyways, found this is a pretty obscure Campbell, Secret Life of Crows #1. I found this and the sketch variant this year. I think they're both limited to like 100 or something like that, but the book you rarely see. Super happy with this one. This is the newsie for Wonder Woman 184.
Huge.
What's the condition on that?
That thing is, I mean, it's pretty damn clean, man. I'm considering sending it in.
Yeah.
Damn.
For those books that aren't common to get newsstands in, like I've sent in a Killing Joke 6-print newsstand or something like that. And they didn't even like put that on the label that it was a newsstand. I mean, it was already, it's the lowest grade on the census, so I don't I don't care, but
Yeah, it's like, although it is a barcode, I'm like, is it a newsstand? Is it like, I don't, it's so weird because
I mean,
I
this
don't
one
ever
is because the
remember
other one
seeing
will say direct edition on the edge of it. But that one is. I've been looking for that one for a while.
I was talking about that the Killing Joke.
Oh, the Killing Joke.
That
Yeah,
sixth print, the one with the newsstand. I
Yeah.
remember talking about that a long time ago. And yeah, since it doesn't say newsstand on the slab, it's like
right. But I mean, I have a 6 print as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's outside of that doesn't have the barcode. Because then you would think
Right.
it was either all of them or
Mm-hmm.
or I mean, I guess maybe a special printing somewhere else. Like if it was, I mean, I have it slabbed. I'm not gonna crack it, so I don't know.
Surprised to have found this. Another book that I have only really seen Stein talk about. Penny for Your Soul, Natalie Sanders. We covered this on the show, I think earlier in the year, and then I found it like 2 months ago.
Did we have that on the 69th episode?
I don't think it was on, actually it was on the 69 because Stein was on the show. Yeah, it was. I think it was the last book on the 69.
The smut episode. You mean?
I was on that episode. That's the crazy part.
Oh, you were on.
I was on that episode.
Look, I even saved the thumbnail.
Circle. It's a circle.
The beginning of the year. Wow, that's crazy.
Dude. Wait, was that at the beginning of the year? Oh yeah,
January 25th.
Yeah, we had a huge number of people on that show. Now that I remember, I pulled the trigger on this year. I've always wanted this book.
I didn't know you bought that.
I have the foreigns, but like, I broke down and bought this one this year. I've always wanted this book.
I sold the 9.6 I had too early. I had the 9.6 of that, and I sold it like an idiot.
I mean, it's not where it used to be, but there's just something about this book, though, the all black cover that I don't know.
I think
does it have that little white spot on the spine?
This one doesn't have. I mean, this thing. There is one tick that's not color breaking. I talked to Joe about it. He's like, "Yeah, you can 100% get that out," but yeah, this thing is pretty damn clean.
Do you see that little white spot?
That's
on all the copies.
Where do you see it?
It's on the spine.
Like at the bottom? You tell me where it is.
It looks like it's like right in the center.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. It's really small.
Oh, yeah, I see it. That's on everything, huh?
Yeah, that's on my copy. That's on like every copy I see on eBay.
Yeah. I don't know. Hoping this thing comes back, but
I mean, honestly, I think that's probably like those two characters are probably the biggest dip that I've seen since like the last Sony.
Yeah, I think they're the ones the most likely to have though of the younger characters to have
that bounce back step.
Yeah, the best legs longer term. So,
are they going to replace the voice actor for Miles Morales?
Oh, for creeping on the Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was really knocking on her, man.
Okay, real quick. Big shout out to Heroes Reborn for the $4.99 super chat. He says, "Happy New Year's, guys." Well, Happy New Year's to you.
Oh, all right. I just think that I love this Grommet series. This 1 in 25, I just feel is like super underappreciated. I think it's like really well done, and this series has kicked ass. And you know, issue number 1 was way under ordered. Nobody was really appreciating that book when it initially came out. All right, we're gonna get into some golden age. I got a lot of golden age. Actually, you know what? Well, we're gonna jump back and forth a little bit. I was really happy to find this year. This Alex Schomburg.
Nice.
Super happy to find this one. I got to send it to Joe for some love. Single staple, cover still attached. Got to thank Carter for this one, man. Like I had always wanted this book. Carter found 3 of these in the wild, believe it or not.
Not a surprise.
I make dreams come true.
Yes, he does, man. Yes, he does. And So Carter hooked me up with that one this year. Very happy about that. A little back to modern, but Magic. I've always wanted this book and just never pulled the trigger on it. And a 9.8 from J.G. Jones on this. So, or is this Granov on this one? Sorry, Granov on this one. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's a book I've long wanted, so yeah, I did it.
Man, I tried to get one of those in a raffle, and I spent way too much money on it, and I did not win.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably my favorite Magic cover, to be honest with you. I really dig it. Pulled the trigger on this one Thanksgiving. Just some EC. This is I know this isn't the most popular, but this has always been like the most brutal, in my opinion, of all of the EC horror covers. I mean, he's just there choking her out.
There's still time to save her.
Hey, that Inferno cover, that was during the Secret Wars run, right? So that would have been like 2015.
2015. Yep.
I still know.
What about the woman that was putting her head on the stove? I think we were at the con and Leggett was looking at one, Big Leg, and he was the face to the stove was probably the most brutal I've seen. I was like, what is that? Really?
That is super brutal. Was that, I don't know if that was EC or not, but it was definitely. I was looking at one the other day. I was talking with Dino and Carter about it. They were asking like $6,000 for a 3.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a super rare book, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for everyone on this panel, but I'm pretty sure we've all seen the Lobos Magic cover that's coming out.
Yeah, it looks great,
yeah,
man.
I mean, because I think everyone's first question when we saw the OA was like, has the OA been sold? And it's like, I think someone talked to Lobos about it, and it's his highest selling OA cover to date.
Yeah, that OA went quick. Yeah, I did get a CBCS discount, but I'll pay it every day of the week. I mean, they're a reputable grader. I'm buying the book. I understand get people get hung up on labels. I honestly couldn't care less. Like, it's easily a 2.0. Could be better. So,
Did you check the CBCS census or grader certs on it to make sure it wasn't restored? Because I know with CBCS
they'll note it on the label underneath the
right. Yeah. But I know sometimes you can overlook it because the label's blue itself.
Yeah, so, no, it's not, but yeah. Another Schomburg this year I grabbed. I really love these America's Best books.
We're noticing a theme. We're seeing a theme here. Red dress.
Well, that's you got to take that. And that's not me. That's just the era. Here's a couple of very, very recent ones. Like, this is Maurice Whitman, probably one of my favorite Golden Age artists. Like, books, but they just feel really undervalued, in my opinion, to the point where I was like, I couldn't say no to them. Similar, pretty cheap on this one. So 4.5, Tomb of Terror. I mean, that's pretty freaking brutal. She's like, got the chain around her neck, but
that's a nice looking 4.5.
Yeah, not bad, man, not bad. And the price on it was fantastic.
Well, big shout out to DT and Igor for providing the info about the Lobos Magic cover to me.
Is it number 2?
For
Magic?
Magic, yeah, it's number 2.
Yeah,
Magic number 2.
I'm looking at it now. When's it come out?
There's a 1/100, and there's the open order. The FOC hasn't passed on yet. I don't think it's like in a couple weeks.
Okay.
I love this book. So this is a 5.5, and this is what I've been buying this year. This was $200, right? Got Schomburg with two of his classic ladies and the Monkey Man there. But I don't know, like, this shit just feels undervalued to me. So grab that. And then my big purchase this year, I've always wanted this book. I threw in a lowball offer on Heritage, and I won. So this is Sun Girl number 1. This is in a 7.5, and really happy that we scored that this year. So that was it was a big buy, but it was so far below recent sales that I got a steal on it. So I don't know why. I've always, I've looked at really beat up copies of this over the year, and just that's a Stan Lee and then a Ken Bald cover. So that's all I got. That's all I got.
Nice.
It's amazing. It's an amazing
All right.
lot there, man.
Carter, do you want me to go or do you want to go?
I'll go.
All right.
All right. Oh boy. So this was a big year. But even though I realized I only have like I think 9 haul videos this year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that the least that you've had since you've had the channel?
Yeah, because I would just do like everything just kind of started whittling down.
Well, I mean, you can start blaming this show, Hot Book Alert, Flipside Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I wanted to spend less money on books. You know what I mean? But I still wanted to talk about comics. So, but
hey, don't tell everyone our secret.
Yeah. Right. I didn't want to break the bank just to talk about comic books. But yeah, so I found so this was oddly enough, this was like a month after this book came out and started getting hot. I was able to find Mark Spears Monsters #1.
Nice.
Got that. I was kind of like it was weird because there was like because there was 2 there and I left it because this book wasn't going for shit when I bought it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. And then like a month later, it went to the moon.
Right? Damn it! I don't appreciate that. And I also found whatever cover this is.
Oh, that's cool.
Now this cover reminds me of Bela Lugosi's. I think it's called Tales from the Grave. If anybody remembers that series.
I mean, I think Bela Lugosi as soon as I see this cover.
Exactly. Yeah, because this is what Mark Spears' art reminded me of. That Bela Lugosi.
Lord of Brooklyn is saying that all of your purchases were for under $10 each. And then DT wants to know where you got your shirt from.
Oh, this one I got this from Rip Tees.
Nice.
All right. Another
and Rip Tees, if you want to sponsor our show, let us know.
Mark Spears Monsters. Whatever the Infinity Gauntlet cover. Found that.
This is all the same store, every one of these?
Yeah, all this was all at the same store. Along with the Hulk 340 homage.
I think that one came up actually really well.
Yeah.
With the priest and the cross, that's crazy.
And we also found
but if it was a real vampire, it wouldn't have a reflection on the cross. Just saying. Oh, nice! You got one of those.
Yeah.
That's the big boy this year.
Yeah.
I was very happy. Let me try to. There's a glare here. Let me try to reduce that glare. Hold on. Okay. So I got that. All that was for cover price, and this was like a month after this started hitting like the top 10s and all that kind of crap. That was wild.
Amazing. It was still there, man. I mean,
wasn't that an incentive cover?
No. The Bride was just really underordered. Like, it was just an underordered variant. Yeah.
Because it was like the last open to order variant cover or something like that.
Yeah. They were 2020. They say those.
I mean, but at the same time, like not a ton of people order. I would say order from Keenspot, anyways.
No, God no. I mean, they have super low print runs on everything.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I probably would not have heard of Keenspot unless it was for Mark Spears. I'm sure there's like one other title that I'm not thinking of, but I think Spears is kind of putting them. I would say
Keenspot, Ninja and Robots or whatever that
Keenspot does like a lot of stupid titles, like really dumb titles. So this is honestly like the only thing. This is literally the only thing Keenspot has ever produced that was worth a damn, in my opinion.
Because nobody else wanted it. Like the shocking thing is, like nobody else wanted the problem.
Yeah, that's why I avoided it, because it was Keenspot. You know what I mean? Because it looks like a bunch of Build-A-Bear bullshit.
But the funny part with Mark Spears is like he had the entire storyline completed, like interiors, all of that,
Yeah.
like done, and he was just like trying to sell it to any publisher that would like speak to him or whatever. And I guess he produced the books himself, right, through Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And then that probably got him more notice from publishers to be like, "Oh, we'd like to produce your book." I would assume that's somewhat close to the story. I don't know for sure. I mean, I've talked to Spears on a couple podcasts, right? But yeah, I just don't remember.
Was Night of the Cadillacs Keen Spot? I can picture the cover. I just can't picture their logo on it.
It's small in the top corner. I know they do a lot of the free comic book day books too. They have a lot of those out too. So I know it's a low title almost.
Is it a good read? Have you read it yet, Monsters?
I went through. I just flipped through the first issue. I mean, I didn't actually, just looking through the interior. It looks pretty cool.
I'm missing a book. I'm upset. But it was that. But it was the foil version of Mark Spears Monsters that I had. And I didn't realize it was a flip book.
Okay.
I didn't realize that.
All right. Chad is correcting me and saying that's Van Helsing and it's not Dracula in the Reflection of the Cross.
All right, next up, we got some Sally Forth.
He covered it with the
thing. Yeah, you have to, because it's there's tits on the cover. So we got Sally Forth. I forget what number this is. Number 7. So this is none of this is in order. Next up, Sally Forth, number 6. So all of these, I found all of these for $1. Because the guy had, because I was at a convention and the guy had like this lot of Sally Forth, and like I kind of like tepidly looked through that box and kind of like walked off, but then just something made me. I didn't see these at first. I didn't see these Sally Forths at first, right? And then another guy looked through the box, and then I saw them, and I was just like, "Oh crap! I hope this guy doesn't buy them." And he just walks off. I'm like, "Holy shit!" So I jump in and then see all these. I didn't even realize. Yeah, I didn't even realize it. I didn't realize these were in there. So it pays. Here's my thing: like when I'm looking at a convention, like I look so fast. Because it's like I got to cover so much space and so much time that I miss a lot of stuff. And usually I'll have to come back and find like the really good stuff. But we got.
I feel like he's going to put like the Adam Hughes Sally Forth. I feel like that's in that pile.
See, I like to go through everything at a convention, like just kind of skim through it. And then if there's something that I absolutely want, like I'll stop and pick it up. But then I'll do my second round to go and then like actually make up piles and decide what to do.
I'm usually always tight on time and I'm just going fast the whole time. I know I'm missing things, but it's just like, how quickly can I go through as many boxes as possible?
Yeah, you gotta cover space. All right, so number 4, and number what number is this? Number 2, Sally Forth. Oh shit! Sorry, just tits here.
We just lost monetized. We lost that $5 super chat.
So we got Sally Forth, number 2.
Renumber Yee 169. Okay.
169 for what?
Number 1.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's tits here. There's titties there. I didn't realize. Okay. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna edit this.
Better not.
Also,
dude, the YouTube editing
found
software.
this for $1 as well. Got this number 8.
I knew he was gonna drop.
I called it.
I couldn't believe because so this guy, previous guy, he was at a convention before that, and the stuff that I found was just like this. It was just like, it was literally like this. It was just so like blah. And then I see him again, and I just kind of avoided him. You know what I mean? But then when I saw like the guy looking through the other stuff, and then I saw that, and I saw the Sally Forth, I had no clue this was in there, and I don't think that guy, he even like saw this as well. I don't think he saw this either.
Like he didn't get to that spot in the box, or he just skimmed through it and didn't even
skim through. It looks like he just kind of skimmed through it.
Mm.
Because I'm always thinking everybody who looks through comics are like me, and they know what they're looking at. You know what I mean? I always think that, but I guess not. So
wow, that's probably got to be your. Was that your pickup of the year then?
I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as price and
value per
yeah,
it's got to be up there.
Last price was like what, $800 for all, I think.
I would say, well, the staples are rusted. It's not in perfect condition, but it's like maybe $200 book, probably.
Yeah, but you got it for $1, and then how often? And then how often do you run into that book?
Yeah. What else?
In a dollar box. That's insane.
So we found Jetta number 5. So I don't know.
Those are the sister copies to the one.
Yeah.
So you just had to outdo Longshore and be like, oh, you found 1, I found 2.
I didn't find any, man. I bought mine from him.
Oh.
Yeah, I found 3.
You found 3. Wow.
For like 100 a piece. It was wild. Now this is something I've never shown off before in any of the haul videos. I really wanted to talk about this, but so this is The Wonderful World of Comics.
Oh, nice.
I don't know anything about these, so if anybody can drop some knowledge, I would appreciate it. So found this for like $10, but again, I don't know anything about it. These are like fanzines from the 70s. But
have you looked inside to see if there's
yeah. I've looked inside, but I still don't know a damn thing, really. And also maybe this is number 4 and 5. So fall 1970. So I don't know anything about this. Found it for $10.
The Volkswagen comic. Who has the Volkswagen comic?
What is that?
I'm guessing it's like that. The only Volkswagen comic I know about is the Walking Dead one.
I thought that was Hyundai.
I'm pretty sure. Was it
the one they sold with the car? The one they sold with the car that goes for a lot?
Yeah, I thought it was Volkswagen.
No, it's Hyundai because they had the commercial.
Oh, Jetta. Volkswagen comic.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this book here, I found another copy of this. I can't believe it. So Injustice Gods Among Us number 1. This is the 1 in 25 variant. I got this for $10.
Oh wow.
But the thing of it is that I don't see this on eBay at all. Like there is a cover like this, but this it's more like a promotional book.
Yep.
And it doesn't have the barcode there. You know what I mean? So I don't know I really don't know what this thing goes for. I'd like to, and I don't see any like graded copies kicking around or anything. So I'm just waiting to see what this thing goes for, really.
It's because no one cares about Injustice until they release another video game.
When was the last game?
I don't know, 10 years. Was it recent?
What's the one they had the Mortal Kombat players in? Aren't they in there too? I'm thinking about the tournaments that's going on. They still doing tournaments with Injustice.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, like Evo. They still cracking on PlayStation 2, so I'm like, they can go back as far as they want. I'm looking at them like when they pop up on my feed, and I'm like, damn, you still playing that? How are you playing this?
I know, right?
Still on AV cables.
I forgot.
So basically, you could enter into like an old game in Evo and possibly like get pretty high in it.
Yeah.
Damn, I might go back to like Tekken Tag or something like that.
I should have. Damn, when it comes to this book, I should have looked up the print run. I forgot what the
I could look it for you real quick. Hold on. What it's Injustice?
It's like the very first one.
I'm gonna look up the census for it too, while he's looking at the last, or while he's looking at the print estimates.
Oh shoot! And also
that was 2013.
Yeah.
Make sure I got the right one here.
And also found a J. Scott Campbell Elephant Men number, whatever this is, whatever the hell this is.
J. Scott.
Number 30.
Nice.
But when I found it, it was this is another flip book, and it was flipped over on the lame side. So and I'm like, damn it, I know some of these Elephant Men have like J. Scott Campbell covers on it.
The ratios are like crazy ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the 2013 variant cover? Is that what it would be called in okay, there are 30 on the census for that cover. 15 9/8s, 6 9/6s in blue label. And then there's only 3 signature series for that book.
Okay.
I don't know who signed it, but yeah, it looks like the majority are 9/8s.
Yeah, so I'm seeing here on Comic-Con 20,700 roughly copies ordered. So that's pretty damn low for a 1 in 25.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if you think you can get a 9/0 or higher, I would go for it.
Dave Stevens, Crossfire at number 12. Found that for $1. I forget what
that's looking Marilyn Monroe cover ever made, I think.
Yes. I still haven't read this, but I got to imagine, what do you do? Jump back in time or something to try to save her, but it was too late. I don't know. I think I picked this up this year. I forget. I totally forget if I got this year or not. But Cry for Dawn, number 1, third print.
Nice.
Very nice. That thing's a freaking ghost in its own right.
Yeah, it's actually in much better condition. It's not perfect, but it's still in much better condition than I thought it was.
Who's the artist on that?
Linsner.
Okay.
Here's my favorite variant of the year. My favorite. I've been after this forever.
I remember when you shared that in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that book is awesome, man.
Freaking love it. X-Men number 19. It was this the 1 in 50?
1 in 50, Lionel Francis Yu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Got it.
Yeah, that's
super happy.
I've seen a couple of those sell raw, like for big bucks this year.
All Crime. I found this for $1. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's great. That's a tough one too. Issue number 3, like the later issues in that are tougher than issue number 1, which sells for big bucks.
Who's that? Who's the artist on that?
That's
Tim.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
I forget what this goes for, but yeah, I was shocked to see this in a dollar bin.
You don't know what it is, probably. That's why they're like, all crime, who cares?
Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Found refractions and albedo omnibus. Got this for $3. I don't know what the hell this thing goes for, but the selling point of this, I don't want to.
Has albedo 2 in it?
This has Okay, it's got a record in there. It's got a little flex. They call it a flex disc.
Yeah. So for those that don't collect vinyl, those are like previews and like magazines like this. And then if you listen to it on a turntable, you can only play it so many times.
Yeah, that they eats right through. The needle just destroys those things.
Yeah, you're better off just keeping it as is.
Yeah. So I like if you find any of those, like I definitely would not listen to it, like unless it's something. Yeah, I don't see the purpose of listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a digital copy of whatever track's on there somewhere on the internet. So,
okay, next up, we have Mega City 909, number 0. So this is the what is this, foil?
Yeah, this book. If you don't have this book in hand, like the foil is really cool. Like it doesn't always come across on the screen, but I found another one of those this year too, for like $12. I was happy with.
Okay, so
that book goes for a lot.
Didn't you give one away, Ben?
What's that? I gave one away on the show. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I remember. I gave one like a while ago. I gave one away on the show.
Okay, so what do I want to say about this? Okay, so this was the year that Mega City 909 got hot. Number 3, because I talked about it. I don't know, because there was like multiple sales for it for like a couple weeks, and like all in like the $30 range. And then I don't know. I think the book kind of blew up after that. But this is probably the next book after that to catch on, and I'm happy I found this for like $7.
Well, you know what the funny thing about this book is that when we covered this on the show, I had found it, and you had talked about Mega City the week, and I didn't even realize this was Mega City until like after we talked about it on the show, because it, I didn't connect the dots on that. So
yeah.
I found one, I forget where it was, in the wild somewhere, but
I think this number 0, I think this might be going for like 100 or so.
Yeah, I've seen it go for 125. Like
yeah, this book is really tough to find.
And King of the Golden State, you just found one for $1? You found it cheaper than Carter? That's crazy.
And we got a graded book. So a 9.8 G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero 212, featuring Cold Slither versus Jim and the Holograms.
Oh man,
I thought that was Jim. I was like, is that Jim on it?
Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah.
Man, that's one of the things I wish I actually got at San Diego was they had a Jim and the Holograms tour shirt.
That would have been cool.
Well, and I wanted to wear like while playing shows.
Oh shit. That would have been hot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I'm in a band that I'm 10 years older than everyone in the band. So, like, any of the kids watching the show would not know what the fuck I was wearing. So, yeah.
You're, like, super young to me. And the fact that you're, like, 10 years older than people in your band, that's, like, that's wild, man. That is diabolical. But yeah, this book is I forget. I think there's only like 16 on the census, I believe. I think for this book, and yeah, because when I saw it, I'm just like, oh crap. I don't even think I haggled. I just like went ahead and bought it because I think
I just give it to me. I'll take it. What do you ask?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of toy lines, so I just did a Christmas Day haul, toy haul, but I'll show you a few things out of here. We got a Transformers Starscream.
Is that AFA graded?
No, it's just like in a case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because don't they use similar cases?
Yeah, this is actually an AFA case, but
okay.
You can like slide it. You can open this up and put whatever in there.
Oh, that's really cool.
But we got a beautiful seal. Yeah. This is a Grail piece with the Zaire. Got a Zaire sticker on it. Because I remember asking Ben, "Do you remember Zaire?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Up in Maine, man. It was. My dad would always make a stupid joke. I'm like, can we go to Zaire's? I'm like, where is it? It's like over there. He's like, over Zaire? I'm like, I just want to go look at some G.I. Joes. Come on, take me over there.
Yeah, I've never Yeah, this will make you all feel older. I've never heard that name before.
Oh my gosh.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Yeah, I live on the East Coast, and I don't know what that is.
Well, oddly enough, because there was a Zare where I live, and I guess it originated in Ben's home state of Massachusetts. So
yeah, it's part of the whole. Believe it or not, Zare's is part of like the family that started like TJ Maxx, TJX. It's all from them.
Okay, so it's like a regional thing of what they're named.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay, like because like in Texas, like we had Eckert's. I'm sure you've never heard of that.
I have heard of it, but I've never
Eckerd Drug.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like, yeah, that like there used to be like 2 pharmacies in the area, right? It used to be Eckert's or Walgreens.
Okay.
I tell you what.
Zare's became a chain called Ames. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Now I'm familiar with Ames.
I've heard Ames before, but I don't think I've ever been to one.
Okay, so this book here, I mean this toy. Okay, so the thing about I guess Northeast Ohio, there was like in the 80s, man, there was like a ton of department stores. I swear there was a department store probably on every corner, right?
Oh, you're talking about like Macy's, Dillard's, that kind of thing.
Kmart, Zare, Silverman's, Ames, Hills, Gold Circle.
Did you ever have service merchandise like that way?
What was that?
Service merchandise? Did you ever have that? That's
I don't think so.
That one.
I don't think so. But there was just like some what.
But we'll never forget because Walmart wiped them all out.
Well, all of those got phased out, but now we have like a ton of dollar stores on every corner now.
That's not $1.
Yo, because when Dino had come up about a little while ago, he noticed like, damn, you got a lot of dollar stores around here. And we got some more Transformers. Listen, in my Christmas haul video, I have a ton more Transformers. Okay, so many more, but here's just like a taste. Here's a taste. This is easily one of my favorite. All of them are my favorite for one reason. In one way,
that box looks just perfect. I mean, like there's like nothing going on with that. No bending, no flaking.
Man, that thing looks pristine. That's round too, right?
Yeah, I wish like.
Man, it's this toy store up the street from me called Lost in Time, and they have a Megatron, the original PPK pistol, with the shoulder stock to it.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,100. I'm like, nah.
Is this? It's still open? It's open.
No, it's still in the box.
No, I mean, is the tape cut on the side? Was it opened?
I didn't even touch it because I was like, I don't want my fingerprints on it. I don't
Yeah, if it's factory sealed, like tape on the sides, then
I'll look at it. That's right up the street. I'll take a look at it. I'll get back to y'all.
Yeah, but this one's sealed up.
He's gonna send you pictures, Marcinot, and you're about to wire him some money.
Well, if it's sealed for 1,100 Megatron,
that's a deal.
That's a pretty good deal,
right?
Oh, but only if it's sealed, though.
I'll take a look. I'll send pictures.
And you got a mask jackhammer, which is this is like one of my favorite mask toys.
I like Mask Man. That was a fun
Oh yeah.
I think Mel finally found that 1 in 50.
Oh, the motorcycle on?
Yeah.
That variant?
Yeah, I think he did find it finally.
Oh, the Condor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but got this. Very happy. But I mean, the box is little wonky condition. But yeah. I'll take it sealed. And what the hell else? Oh, this one. Look at this. I got Masters of the Universe bed sheets.
Oh, nice.
Still sealed.
Oh, I had that, bro. This is how much that cost you? I got it.
This was like $80. No, yeah. This was 80.
That's insane. I
think my brother had that set, and the Transformers set that you got
Yeah.
I 100% had the Transformers set. No questions asked. I think my brother had the He-Man set.
See, I had the Ninja Turtle set.
I had that too.
Yeah. So
100% cotton or the twins? Is it polyester?
But they were polyester, man. They were not.
We got in the bed.
Oh, I'm just not noticing this sticker here. Master Universe sticker. But yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, the Christmas Day toy haul. I got a lot. I'm sure I show up a lot more stuff.
Check that out if you haven't seen it. That is a fun haul. It's like 40 minutes.
I found a double of Ultron Forever.
oh man.
I grab that book whenever I see it. I got like.
Now this is the kicker for me though. Now in the foreign realm, they have him on the actual title of the character. Like that covers with Black Widow. I have that one, the Thor one, and the Captain America one, and it's on their series. So that corrects what you were talking about, Ben. Like, why is it not on their own series? I have those.
So I've got a foreign of that, but it's on an Inhumans book that she's on. I don't know. Is it Mexican maybe? But it's not. It's even worse. It's like Inhumans, and she's
all the way over there. Yeah.
Okay, you guys stay tuned because I got there might be still some more books I have to show, but Aaron,
you want me to go now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start off with cards real quick. So here's a few cards.
I'm still gonna be listening.
Yeah, I would say like cards are kind of like more of my focus now than comics, but I still took out stuff out of my pile of comics. But here's a few highlights like that I was really proud of. Okay, I submitted this card myself. It's a Star Wars Chrome Yoda card. But here's the cool part. It's out of 5, and the text at the bottom is in Arabic. You'll see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is out of 5. This hit a PSA 9. But I mean, when you have a card that's out of 5 and it's in that very I really don't care. Like it's awesome.
No brainer.
Yeah, it's like so. It better be BGS. None of my cards I'm showing are going to be BGS because it'll probably be fraudulent about the grade. Just joking. All right. For those that don't know, I'm chasing after or collecting as much as this Jaw Rainbow as possible. I picked up this one, which completes all of my reds now. It's the Red Wave. I've maybe seen 3 show up on eBay in the last 2 years. First one I've ever seen graded on eBay. So I went ahead and bought a PSA 9. Nice. As you can tell, it's eBay authenticated. So it's not numbered or anything like that, but it's like a short print or a super short print. I'm still looking for the blue wave like this, and there's also a teal wave. I have never seen a teal wave ever show up on market, so I don't even know if it actually exists. But I've seen other cards, so I know it does exist. I just never seen a Jaw like rookie.
Oh, if anybody sees one, you know who to hit up.
Right. I did pull the trigger on the out of 10 at a PSA 10. I'm not going to disclose how much I paid for it, but I mean, whatever price I did pay for, I used all my eBay like credit card points to bring down the price a lot. From like I sent an offer out and then I waited for them to like counter, whatever. So we came to an agreement of where they had it listed versus what it actually sold for versus how much I actually paid to.
Got it. Yeah. Good way to use points. Love it.
Yeah. So this is out of 10. You can't see it because of the eBay sticker and all that, but
just peel the thing off, man. Just peel it off.
If I ever try to resell it or whatever, it has to go through that eBay authentication. But if I leave this intact, then it stays. Yeah. I don't plan to sell it because I'm still chasing it. I still have. If you've seen my Instagram reel, I have like quite a few, but it's still nowhere close to being complete. All right, I don't know if y'all know about this.
Right? Yes, I do.
That's sweet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, so this, for any that don't know, there are, there's
Actual
still multiple.
albums.
Yeah, I think there's 3 albums, right? That have
Yeah,
specifically have Yeah,
Luke Cage, that one, and
The Iron Man.
on the
Iron Man 50
one.
Cent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Get Rich or Die Trying. I couldn't think of it.
yeah. So I bought this one, which comes with the comic, but be very careful when you buy the vinyl because
it popped right out. Yeah.
Well, because the non-deluxe versions don't come with a comic. So you can tell kind of also that the cover is 3D and stuff like that. The normal versions aren't that. And then if it's even says at the bottom too that it comes with a comic cover in it or something like that.
Right, no barcode, so that was the part.
Exclusive Marvel comic, and this comes with a bunch of other stuff too in it as well. So it's definitely worth it, But
how
also,
did you say that? Did you say how that was available?
Record stores. I think it was an overseas record store in Europe or something like that.
No kidding. Okay.
Or maybe it was America. I don't know.
I think you could buy them there. They're just super limited. They were.
Third Eye has a couple. I saw the Luke Cage one. I thought about pulling the trigger, but I was like,
Oh, yeah. So here's how you can tell. So this is the comic itself. I bought it used. You can tell that there's spine ticks. The person that didn't even send in the bag and board and all that stuff, and then it was loose within that vinyl packaging. So it moved around a lot. So I mean, I don't know what the condition of the comic was in before, but I also really don't care because it's a Jizza cover and all that. So
of course.
So it's the most expensive one. I mean, because and you can tell on the back too of the comic that it's not
no barcode.
No barcode. It has the limited series on the front too as well. So I know I have the Punisher one, the LL Cool J. But this comes from Urban Legends, if you didn't know.
Yeah, sweet, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
Now, hold up. Before you jump off, Aaron, hold on. Now, with that being said, I did not show this to anybody. I just posted it on IG, but I got a shot with Method Man.
I remember seeing that. I
got him to sign my my hip hop.
Oh, that's badass.
Man. That's nice, man.
Oh, since he's a comic fan too.
Yeah, this is the first con he's ever done. I had a chance to talk to him. It was in the middle of his weed break, and I talked to him for about 20 minutes. And he got to say hi to my wife for the anniversary. So it was beautiful. He did that without me even asking. So
nice. I have to know, did he pass you the blunt? You don't have to say on air, but
no, he doesn't share. No puff puff pass. That's how he phrased it.
That's funny.
He was cool as hell though. I mean, we talked for about 20 minutes. He went from there straight to New York for the 50th anniversary. It was the same weekend of the hip hop. We flew from Pittsburgh to Long Island to go to that concert. So he was fresh off the plane. He didn't even have the chance to get his bearings, chill out or nothing. He went right on stage after.
Oh wow!
Wasn't he on Kevin Smith, the Comic Book Men, back in the day on that Kevin Smith's TV show? Method Man. He went to the store. I want to say that he was. I don't know if you ever watched that. But
I watched every episode.
I watched the episode. Nah, I think it was who was it?
I swear
it was somebody from Wu-Tang. It was somebody from Wu-Tang, but it wasn't Meth. I can't remember, but I know it wasn't Meth though. I know it wasn't him. And I watched most of those episodes.
No, he was right here. Season 7, episode 4.
No kidding.
What
is this?
Wow. Oh, Amigo. Oh. Can't find.
Yeah, I
remember.
What season was season 7? What year was that?
2017.
Oh, I stopped watching that. That's probably why.
I was probably watching in 2015, 2015, like somewhere around there.
When lockdowns happened with the pandemic, the first thing I did was I started watching that show from the. I don't know why, for whatever reason, just started watching the damn thing from the watching 5 or 6 episodes a night.
Well, that's how much you miss the comic book shop. You're like,
Itch.
I did pick up some of these. The Return of the Living Dead Mark Spears cover. I don't remember if there's a controversy with this or not, but if there is, like, I don't care. Like, I love Return of the Living Dead, and yeah, so I don't know exactly what happened with that, but that's for the chat to let me know. I know this isn't a 1 in 100 or whatever, but I just love this.
You look hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that I'm a huge Polaris fan, anyways. So, like, this cover is just amazing.
That might be her cover of the year. I don't know. I think that, like,
well, exactly. Yeah, she did something different compared to most of her covers, right? Like, I mean, I won't say I've never seen this pose before, but
it's something with the colorings. Maybe I'm used to seeing her doing more reds or something, but I just, I thought she killed it on that one.
Okay, the one Night of the Living Dead you got is limited to 250. Yeah, yes, it has that COA on the back. So I have 2 copies of this.
Good move.
Okay, really better than her Spider-Gwen cover. I don't remember her Spider-Gwen cover. Is that the headphones one?
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah, I like the Polaris one more than the headphones one. All right, going to San Diego, picking up this Hello Darkness Jay Lee cover. I mean, the whole trip in itself was amazing, but you know, you got to highlight some of the comic pickups, right? I was kind of upset I missed this book on the what was it, the FOC reveal where it's just a virgin, but this is the foil version.
Yeah, that was from Archer's site, right?
Yeah, from Archer's website. That's limited to 400. So nice. I'm guessing this is a lower print run than the FOC variant. So I think, like, when them adding the trade in spot foil really helps it pop. And you know, I'm a huge Sick fan, so I definitely had to show this off. Okay, I can't remember if I picked this up in 2023 or 2024, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it off again, anyways. The Dirty Pair.
Oh yeah.
I bought this from my comic shop. So, but yeah, I was really happy with that.
Was it okay? So, was it consignment? Was it one of those consignment buys, or just like straight from their website?
I bought it on their I bought it on their website.
Straight from them.
Yeah, I think I saw it listed on their eBay or whatever, and I was like, let me check to see if it's on their website for like $30 cheaper or something like that. Yeah. But speaking of Gwen, I did pick up this Spider-Gwen 1 in 100 Momoka.
Yeah, I thought that was really well done. Like, Peach really is more miss than hit for me, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, pretty well done. Didn't she do a Black Cat one that was kind of similar?
I remember it.
It wouldn't surprise me. And then I guess I saw the date too on here. That it's April of 2024, so I knew I got it. Yeah. All right. So big shout out to this show for helping me find the World Tree. It's a bootleg version.
You broke our own rules to buy that one, Aaron.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I think I even said, like, while we were on the show, like, I'm breaking the rules right now. So, but I was also looking for the couldn't find a Dirty Pair Hughes for the longest on eBay. I drive to Central County, found 2 in one day. Nice. And then but I've also been eyeing the Department of Truth bootleg version too. But there's 2 versions, so I'm just debating on that. Peach Magic cards are cool too. You're talking about these Peach Magic cards from Secret Lair. I did pick up those as well, but I haven't opened it. All right. This Lilith comics. So shout out to Vault Comics for allowing my sale to go through, or my purchases to go through, even though it's for pre-order pickup only. So thank you for honoring that, and everyone else that bought from that one podcast that I mentioned it on. So, all right. Big shout out to Webster Vault. Like he did amazing on this cover. Like
That's
where it's
I like the sketch from the movie.
yeah, exactly. That is the sketch from the movie. He threw in the spot blue, like amazing. Like I love it, especially on that Virgin cover too. Like that just like put it all together to me.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Are they waiting for Raphael to get better?
Yeah, badly injured.
Got to be a...
All right, since we're showing Turtles books, I might as well show this too. I love this pair with the Midtown Panosian, like with the trade and then the Japanese kanji Virgin or whatever you want to call it. So
the kanji is I grabbed that one. That one pops for me.
oh yeah,
It was a Midtown exclusive.
this was a Midtown exclusive.
You know, it's funny. I was in New York in July and I saw both, and I was like, "Do I really want it?" Yeah. And then I thought of.
Have you seen the prices? Have you seen the prices now?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What was it going for at the time, Rob?
40 and 20, I think, right?
Yeah, they had it for 50 and 60, and I thought about it, and I was like, it's right here in front of me, and I was like, they had it in the racks, and I could see it like bowing out from them looking behind it, and I was like, no, I don't want it because it looked like it's folding into the little plastic racks they had on the wall, and I was like, no, I don't want it, and I walked away.
Yeah, it was all creased up, right?
Yeah, because it was like it was blowing out like that versus the flat. It was blowing out from them looking behind it. Like, oh, let me get a better copy. That's what it looked like.
What's it going for? Is it going for 100?
The kanji I think is going for like maybe like 150 or something like that, and I think the regular one is going for like 100.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Usually Midtown prints so heavily that it's hard to get any pops.
Right. I that's why I bought only like 2 sets or whatever, because I was like kind of like, okay, even if it pops off a little bit, like I could resell my copy, my extra pair, and then
keep the other.
Keep the set for free.
It's like you got it for free because you sold the other.
Right, exactly. But then I saw what they're popping for now. I was just like kind of like, oh shit, I need to list my set now while it's still kind of popping off. I was really surprised to find this in the back issue bin of a LCS. I mean, they even knew what it was, that it was a rare fourth print. Yeah, but obviously but it was only $20, and I looked at the last sold on eBay, was $20, but it had like visible spine ticks like crazy. Like this one's like decently clean. It's probably like, I don't know, 8 or something like that. Like there's a big tear on the corner, but I mean, who cares? It's a DC Universe like book. Those are always
somebody will take that off your hands, no questions asked.
Right. I mean, those are just fun to find if you can. All right, Jihan Lee. I was surprised Shop had this still. It's a 1 in 50. They only had it for $35.
Nice.
So, I mean, obviously, I'm guessing just because no one cares about Spider-Woman would be my guess. But at the same time, you're talking about Jihan Lee art.
God, she was like the hottest character in like the mid 2000s.
Oh yeah, man! I remember when Bendis wrote her into the New Avengers. I mean, people went nuts.
Yeah, that's that time period. Yeah.
All right.
The only Spider-Woman that matters is my Luminaire.
I gotta get that.
And people either love or hate that cover, which is I always thought was funny. So
what's to hate, man? What's to hate?
I mean, I hate second print 1 in 25s, but this one was just way too hard to pass up on. Like,
yeah, I grabbed that book this year too, man. It's a good looking book.
I even have 2 of the 1 in 100s. Like so, and for the cost of this one, I paid probably the same price for one of those 1 in 100s. So, but I did get a decent deal on it or whatever. Like one of the shops is selling it. All right. A couple more books I have to show off. I mean, how can you go wrong with this book? Like, this is definitely like one of the coolest gimmicks I've seen in a while.
It's the infamous
controversy.
Oh, you're hoping it was the Miller?
No, I was like, you open it like, it's a Frank, get your thing off the screen, get it off.
Tell me that to call ye. Which to call?
on the wall. I think he's talking about your
You're
Polaris.
talking about this? Oh, no way. There's no way I can sell that.
You can win this. Get your own Matic.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did get a commission from Ji-Hung Lee. I think it was Ben that gave it the Daddy Issues title, right? So I just love it with a classic X-Men title, even though it's a facsimile of one.
The red and the green just popped though. Yeah,
so I'm just completely amazed, blown away by this commission done by Ji-Hung Lee. This is my second commission from him. I'm not going to say it's going to be my last, but yeah. Essentia limited to yes, that is correct. And then speaking of Sozo Maika, and this is my last pickup. Big shout out to KRS for sending me a signed 9/8 copy of the Sozo Maika G.I. Joe American Heroes 308.
Yeah, it's a great book, man. I grabbed one, not a 9/8 signed, but I got a raw one. But
yeah, I mean, big shout out to them. They just sent me one. I wasn't asking for it or anything like that. So I mean, they were really cool guys to talk to at San Diego, and they also watch a lot of our shows, like some of the Beyond Wednesday programs. I believe they watch this show too as well. So and they have a store and they just kind of play podcasts going on and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
No.
Okay.
I found a couple more books.
All right, and the last thing I'm going to show off, since we're all showing off,
man,
OA.
I feel like a chump. I feel like a square not having no OA.
Yeah, so I got this Miraca and Dolpho.
Listen, Card, you get 365 more days to secure some for next year.
Man.
Well, I mean,
Carter might like this one. You want this one, Carter?
Ooh, what is it?
Now this one was black and white. I know Ben commented on this one, but this was I had this done by a guy in Mexico. Now this was black and white. I colored this one personally too, with the airbrush in the back. And the beautiful thing about this one is that
oh, dope. That is cool.
That's bad.
And then the Mexican artist, he actually did this to me. He did this for me too.
No shit, man. Nice.
Stickers on the back. He gave me stickers of most of the ones I had done by him. This is a reference of an artist. Begins with a T. I can't remember. Tenaril? Something like that. I can't remember, but this is that's an art reference that he got this image from. Just gave it a Monica Rambeau suit.
That's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, and then big shout out to meeting James, King of the Golden State in San Diego. So that was really cool. And I am not a Make-A-Wish kid, even though I was hanging out with giants, because I don't know, have y'all met King of the Golden State?
No, not yet.
Okay, but you've met Brian and Big Leg, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't met. They're both huge
kids.
Yeah, King of the Golden State is like 6 inches taller than both of them. So,
come on,
no joke. So I was literally okay. So we were on the escalator going to a panel, and then I was in the front. Someone else was behind me, and then so forth and so forth. I think James was all the way in the back, and then that selfie I took was in line of shortest to tallest.
Right.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny. So nice. I always felt like anytime I go to these conventions that I have a personal bodyguard.
Okay, so I know, right? You're being flanked. These giant guys. You feel it makes you feel like, oh, who is this? Who is this young Asian man?
Right? I need to get Brian and I need to start getting them all to wear matching suits and walking me around conventions and stuff like that.
Oh, little headpieces.
Yeah, and then I'll just wear sunglasses inside and
That's a tech bro. Okay,
then it'll be Leslie Chow from Hangover. That's what it is.
Leslie Chow.
Okay, so I found the foil, and I didn't realize it had a back cover to it. I didn't realize that.
Oh, it's like a flip over cover.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, they'll do that.
And this
on
looks
their
better.
foils. Yeah.
Yeah, I there's some Keen Spot books I bought myself. Like I bought my brother the 141 homage that he had done.
Yeah.
Just because I knew my brother would never find that, and like, because he's not into comics, but I still like throwing him like the 141 homage whenever I can.
Yeah.
Found that for $20. You know what's funny? I saw this there, left it, and then came back that weekend and just like, all right, fine. and I paid $20 like under protest.
What did you know it was a flip cover when you bought it for $20?
No,
Okay.
not at all. Hell, I still didn't know. Like even when I did my haul video on it, I still didn't know, which is wild.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is my favorite pickup of the year right here. This is my favorite outright. Full stop.
Gears
outright. Gears of War #9. This is a 1 in 10 variant. And like I've been after this book for years. I'm talking years.
What year is that?
I want to say this is 2009. This 1 in 10 variant. This thing is so freaking hard to find. Every time like it would be for sale, like I would always miss out on it by like maybe an hour, minutes, or something like that. You know what I mean? But this book is super tough to find. This book is like I really don't know what it goes for really, because it's all, to me, it's always undersold. Like the last time I saw this sell was like a couple years ago, and it was like a 9.8 for $100.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But it was like a buy it now. But I would like to see a book like this in auction. You know what I mean? I would love to see that. And also, I found some John Royal GI Joes for $2 a piece. Right?
Oh wow.
So we got this one. I don't think this one goes for too much, but featuring Chuckles. We got a, what is this?
Is it the covers on the way to like 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
But these are all just like what are these? This is a cover A. Shit. It's not even a sub cover. It's just like a cover A, and this thing is like $30. Like I noticed like all these IDW GI Joes
are starting to shoot up.
Yeah, they do all right, man. They do all right.
Well, I mean, not only are they continuing that storyline, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's going through like Skybound or whatever, it's just crazy to see like how much of these like later issues in the IDW run are like starting to pop off.
Yeah,
because no one was buying them anyways.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got Outback and Scarlet. Ooh, this is a good one. CoverGirl and Snake Eyes.
Yeah, because I know, I don't think it was last year, but maybe the year before. Nate had bought some John Royal cover art, like OA cover art from, I don't remember, like some of the late issues.
Oh, here's another one.
But you got these
pretty bad arthritis. He's slowing down.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was funny because I was at a toy show when I found these. 234. I think subcover. Another subcover. Yeah, because he was like this guy. Yeah, this guy is very underrated. John Royal.
Oh, so you have some of the subcovers too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's like a mix of subcovers and cover A's.
Yeah, so for the subscription covers, you have to pre-order those.
Oh, really?
Have a pull box to
get on your pull box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we got the beautiful Baroness cover.
Nice.
Remo, when it gets into like the 290s, I think is when the 1 in 10s for Royal start, or something like that, or maybe the 280s. I can't remember. It's on the end. It's on the back end of the run, to 300.
Yeah, I noticed like because none of these are retail incentives.
Yeah.
These
So
are
his
just
R,
like
yeah, I'm pretty sure his RI started in like the 280, 290 range. I don't remember the exact number, but his stuff is picking up steam. I mean,
very much
it,
so.
it must definitely need it to. All right. Before we head out, since we have 80 people watching now, I do want to share this information again. In our description, we have a link to Sozo Maika's GoFundMe. She is going through like medical emergencies and things like that. So you can read about it more on this GoFundMe. It's in our description, but I will put the link in the chat as well. So if you can share to help for her recovery for medical expenses, please do. They're very close to their goal. So yep. And that was announced, I think, like not too long ago. So, but please share out this information too as well. That you know, she's definitely one of the favorite artists, and she needs our support.
Good karma. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then let's see. And then big shout out again to our sponsors over at Cover Price. Make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And make sure you're checking out our other sponsors over at Bird City Comics. They have just opened a brick and mortar store in Arizona. So if you happen to be in the area, make sure to check out their store. But if you can't, check out their website, sign up for their text line, give them all the support you can because they've been big supporters of us, right? And you can use the code Nirvana on their website for a 10% discount. Alrighty. Any other shows that y'all have going on this week?
Hot Book Alert Live this Sunday.
Sweet.
And every Sunday.
Nice.
It's going to be on even Super Bowl Sunday, probably earlier, but
Hot Box Alert.
Hot Box Alert.
And I plan to be on the Hot 10 tomorrow night. I know I haven't been participating in the last couple of weeks. I've just been playing video games on my off time from work. Like I was like I was like I don't even feel like podcasting. Like I'm not getting out my sweatpants and underwear right now.
I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah. So I didn't leave bed at all. And then yeah, but that's another story for a different type of stream, I guess. I don't know. All right. And then I'll be back on Beyond Wednesdays for Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday. And I can update Carter about all the comic drama. But anyways, Rob, any plans for the future on jumping on podcasts when you can? Or
yeah, I always try to stay in the loop. I mean, there is some pre-recorded stuff I've done with Sketch God, some one-of-one stuff, like with comic pages that they've been picking up. He picked up the J. Scott Campbell Riri cover, the one he had to redo for Midtown, when she's holding the helmet. He got his hands on that one. That was a big one. He got that on Heritage, but that's just giving some highlights of what's going on. But there's some pre-recorded stuff that's supposed to come out soon, I guess. But I hop on when I can. But
and
other than that, I think about doing Whatnot again because I got less than the collection, just a little bit. I'm just keeping an eye on my IG for that. But other than that, I've just been doing commissions stuff, work, things of that nature. Make sure you leave something in the comments. We'll do it like that. Next show.
Oh yeah. As a reminder, yeah. On the rewind, people watching on the rewind, and people in the live chat that joined us late. Rob is giving that away. So leave a comment at the end, like as soon as the stream ends, and or if you're watching on the rewind. So sorry for the 20 people that left early that didn't hear that message, but that's what happens when you leave early.
Put my alias in there, and I'm gonna keep the numbers down. So
yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna use all my ghost accounts to leave comments too. Oh, okay. Or how about this? Leave a comment of what your favorite pickup from any of us are. So, I mean, doesn't I know everyone has different types of taste and all that. So, I think we show like anything from sports cards to comics to OA to all kinds of mediums. All right.
All
We're
right.
gonna
Thanks
call
for
it
being on
there.
tonight, Rob. Thanks.
Yep. And this was an extra long stream, but
All right.
Here we
I
go.
gotta get some sleep.
Later,
Yeah, it
y'all.
was fun.
Peace.